Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's Baby Soul reading for the week starting the 10th of June. So let's start by drawing a card and let's see what comes through. Okay. So what it seems that we're going to focus on today is karmic relationships and how they can play a role in the motherhood journey. So whether it's through trying to conceive, or it can be like with your partner, throughout pregnancy, birth, and also children once they're here. So I have mentioned this previously where, children, even though they're young and they may seem innocent, they also bring their own stuff with them from previous lives, previous experiences, ancestrally. So they're not coming through as, a clean slate. They have their own things that they are coming here to work on or to experience. So I'm feeling to touch on like the different stages of the motherhood journey where karmic relationships play a big role. And it's not just during the motherhood journey, right? It's like in all areas of our lives. It's like at work, it's like in the playground, it's with our friendship circles or business partners or colleagues, like all of those things. So when you look at the card, and first like looking at the picture, there's, it's, I don't know, like the way I interpret that card, and it kind of looks different to me, to be honest, like each time I look at the card, but I almost see like two earths, which to me is how I'm seeing it today anyway, is like two different time, it might be like parallel realities or like a past life experience, and there's like, a person kind of standing on like one earth, and then there's like a person on another, and it's almost like there's still an energy connection there. There's still an interaction there. There's still possibly for many of us, and we all have karmic relationships with different people at different times, right? That may come up at different times, I should say. And and there's that cord or that energy thread, even if it's just energetic rather than physical. So when you look at the words on the card there, it's around polarity, which can also be duality. It's like the good, bad, left, right, wrong, all of these things. So it can kind of be like one extreme to the other, which I think is a big part of karmic relationships, these old relationships that have been imprinted or branded in many ways with like, another word on there is conflict. So, karmic relationships can, while there's often a familiarity there on some level, they can often be quite challenging. Karmic relationships are not necessarily the easiest relationships to navigate. And and as the card says, it's, there is or can be that conflict energy. But what I want to focus on is with karmic relationships is the soul growth that, in my experience doing this work and other experiences I've had, around past lives and things like that, the karmic relationship is so powerful for soul growth. So even those people that you may clash with, or they rub you the wrong way, or, those reactions you may have, or those emotions that may come up that can be really quite intense, whether it's kind of in whether it kind of makes sense in relation to the situation, or sometimes it may seem a little irrational as well. And when it does, it's because it's like, it's not just this person at this time or you at this time. It's like, again, you're bringing in that baggage from other relationships as well. But as I said, it's the soul growth around this. They can offer really profound opportunities for soul growth, and for children as well. Like I see this often with children that may have had, say, a karmic relationship with their father. Say it was really challenging in a previous life. There may have even been like neglect or trauma in some way, or abandonment in some ways as well. between, I'm just using this as an example here, like between, you know, the father figure in this life and their child. And it doesn't matter whether it's a biological child or not. Again, it's that role. It's like that energy cord, or almost like tug of war that tends to happen between, you know, different people in our lives. Yeah, so with, you know, that, say that father child or that father son example, you know, it can be really intense if if it's been really challenging in the past. You know, it can have periods of being challenging in this life, but because there's already that foundation, or like some sort of precedence even that has been set for that dynamic, it's like it's almost like picking up where you left off. And then it's like, okay, am I going to continue this path? And perhaps there's anger at the child towards the father, or perhaps there's, you know, a lot of guilt or shame from the father towards the son, perhaps about some sort of neglect or something not so positive happening in a previous life. And so it's like these two souls then get the choice in this life as to, well, which way are we going to go here? Are we going to continue the same patterns that happens when we are in this like energetic relationship here on earth, dynamic here on earth? Or are we going to do something different here? Can we choose another way? Have we both been able to perhaps look at this from a different perspective in spirit in between lives, and then come here and have a different experience this time, make different decisions? And that can also be influenced by people around them as well. You know, perhaps other children or a partner as well can influence how that karmic relationship sort of plays out. But I just feel like it is important to honor, I think, even if we don't always understand, but at least honor karmic relationships and how they can affect us in this life. It can be very, very powerful, and as the card says, like so important for soul growth. But it's up to us, or the people involved, as to whether they choose to make changes and to learn from this, or to continue just, you know, building that snowball and it just gains momentum and grows until it's bigger than Ben-Hur. That can happen as well, but we've always got another life to come back and to be able to make some changes. So anyway, I hope that helped. My name's Lauren. For those of you I haven't met before, I'm a former registered nurse turned baby soul communicator, and I love connecting women with their children, past, present, or future. Okay, take care. I'll see you next week.